Hey, Psych Yugioh here. Have you ever sat down and told yourself that you are only going to work on learning a new combo for an hour, only to find yourself still sitting there a few hours later? I'm pretty sure it's a trap that we've all fallen into. But is this burnout really the best way to learn? One change we can make to our learning in order to improve our outcomes is limiting session time. This allows us to make better use of our time and set ourselves up for long-term mastery. First, if you remember from our previous video, how we spend our sessions has a very big impact on how we perform, but it also turns out that the length of your session is a key factor as well. As opposed to dedicating long periods of time learning one thing, it is much more efficient to spend a shorter amount of time per session. This is in part because it helps you to have more opportunities to use active recall, but it also leads to you having less, but more important information that you will be forgetting from session to session. While forgetting what you are trying to learn sounds extremely counterproductive, it is in fact quite the opposite. Forcing yourself into situations that cause you to have to relearn information has two clear benefits. First, this form of repetition helps lead to stronger neural pathways around that topic of your learning. And second, the frustration that comes with needing but not having that information helps to create the necessary struggle in order to lead to good learning. Speaking of frustrating, what deck did you find to have the most frustrating to learn combos? Feel free to comment below. In fact, lots of research has been done looking into how much time you should spend learning. Ellen Dunn of Louisiana State explains that in regards to minutes, anything less than 30 is just not enough, but anything more than 50 is too much information for your brain to take in at one time. This leads to a very easy to implement system. When you decide to sit down and learn combos, try to keep yourself between these two times. However, if you feel like you need more time, don't be alarmed. If you want to continue practicing, I'd first suggest taking around a 10-minute break. There are two major benefits to this break. First, if you are going to continue for an extended period of time, it functions as a brain break, something you probably need by that point in time due to the overstimulation of your brain. But it also functions as time to make an important decision. It gives you the opportunity to distance yourself from your learning and make a decision as to whether or not continuing at the current moment would be effective. And even if your full combo takes 10 to 15 minutes to do at your current pace, don't be afraid to just practice for this hour. What's most important is that you don't get burnt out. You'll forget most of what you learned the first time, or even the first few times no matter what. That's why it's not something to be afraid of. It will happen. But remember, relearning information is part of what helps build these strong neural connections that we are working towards. If you want to continue to see new tips and tricks on how to learn combos, please like and subscribe. Also, if you want to see more on how you should be spending your learning sessions, watch this video for more information.